What's going on, everyone? So this is still an absolute fever dream, right? Like the Lakers really have Luka Doncic. Obviously, this was a move for the future. The Lakers made this move instead of post LeBron, right? Because that's been the big question. After LeBron James, how are we building our franchise? Is Anthony Davis A, the guy you can build around, and B, by the time LeBron retires, is he too old to allure other stars and all that stuff, or be the guy that can be the catalyst, carry this team? This was solely based on, hey, you're taking a top 10 player in the league and getting a top 3 to 5 player in the league, right? And on top of that, you're getting a guy that's 25 years old that can be your star for the next 10 years, right? Now, seen all the talks about the conditioning and all that, right? Lakers, for those that don't know, revamped their entire health department, right? Lakers have been a lot healthier, knock on wood, this season than they have been in previous seasons, right? All the injuries that happened last year, or all the injuries that have been dealing with this year, all happened last year, right? Jared Vanderbilt, Christian Wood, Gabe Vincent, all these guys have came back. All the other guys have been out, missed games and stuff like that, but it's all been primarily just for precautionary reasons. The Lakers literally got the head of like Team USA basketball for the Olympics to be their head of like their health department. Now, obviously, Luka's got to be committed. He's got to want to kind of change his conditioning and stuff like that, which has been a real concern. But if anyone could do it, it's the Lakers. If LeBron sticks around, it's LeBron. So again, this is a future move. Obviously, the roster needs a lot of work, right? Especially after trading Anthony Davis, particularly the center spot. But we got to wait to see what the end result is. Here's the thing. Is this the signal of a full-fledged rebuild? Or is this the signal of, no, we're still going to try to contend? LeBron James is buying in, right? You got LeBron James and Luka Doncic with no team in the entire NBA. No one would want to see those two in a playoff series. Imagine a healthy LeBron and a healthy Luka. I have genuine concerns about the fit. I have genuine concerns about, can they work? I mean, Luka is everything LeBron's wanted, right? A guy that can take the pressure off ball, a guy that could be the number one option. He can kind of take a back seat, all of that. So Luka makes sense on the surface. But Luka's also one of the most high usage players in history, literally the history of the league, right? You talk about a guy that is the offense, right? Like, LeBron talks about, LeBron's the offense, LeBron's ball, on ball too much, blah, blah, blah. Luka is LeBron in his worst years as far as like being on ball, like on steroids. So that's a question. Like, can it fit? Now, if it does fit, watch out. Lakers are going to be terrifying. But does LeBron want to stick around and see? Right? Look, LeBron is here because of his family. It's why he came here to begin with, because his children and his wife wanted to be out here. He's had multiple opportunities to leave the Lakers and hasn't. He's stuck around every time. But he had Anthony Davis, right? And again, you can make a genuine argument that Luka and LeBron are a redundancy. Or, Luka's like the modern LeBron, right? So can they coexist? And is LeBron willing to work it out to coexist? Right? Supposedly, LeBron had no idea about this. Supposedly, LeBron found out at dinner that this developed 3 days ago, is working out in the shadows, and Luka didn't know, Anthony Davis didn't know, LeBron didn't know. Both teams just kind of made it happen, right? And assuming that that's true, right? I'm sure LeBron feels the type of way. I'm sure LeBron understands, right? Like, you got literally a top 5 player in the league, right? Like, and it makes sense for their future and all that stuff. I'm sure LeBron gets it. Does he want to stay for the ride, right? Does he want to stick around this year? Or does he look at it and go, you know what? Like, let's let them do what they want to do, and I'm going to go elsewhere, right? Trade me. Now, remember, LeBron James has a no-trade clause, so he can dictate where he wants to go. A no-trade clause doesn't mean he can't be traded. It just means he can say no to a trade, right? So if the Lakers wanted to send him to Detroit, he could be like, absolutely not. I believe, and I've said this before, if LeBron is traded, it's to the Warriors. And the only reason I believe it's to the Warriors is because, one, he wants to play with Steph. Two, the Warriors really want LeBron and would probably give up whatever they had to get LeBron. And three, it is close enough to home to where LeBron could still go see his family whenever he wanted, right? Talk about like an hour and a half plane flight, right? LeBron's rich enough, he could buy a private jet if he needs to, right? And just like travel back and forth. So if LeBron were to want out, then I could see something getting worked out with the Golden State Warriors, and then that. It comes down to LeBron, though. The Lakers aren't going to trade LeBron. One, they can't without his approval, right? But the Lakers aren't going to trade LeBron unless he wants to be traded. Lakers will keep LeBron, and LeBron and Luka will figure it out. Now, could LeBron want to kind of finish this year? Because remember, he could be a free agent in the offseason. So could he want to kind of like, you know what? Hey, let me, instead of making a rash decision or a haste decision, let me kind of spend this year, see what else the Lakers do. Let me take a step back and reevaluate here, right? And we'll see. What if we do win a championship? What if me and Luka? I mean, Luka again, dude's a killer in the playoffs, right? I mean, the guy just was in the NBA Finals, went to 2 conference finals in 3 years, right? I mean, the guy is a guy that him and LeBron James could do some damage if they could figure it out. And like I said, he is a guy that LeBron has wanted for years. So to me, I could see LeBron at least waiting it out this year and just evaluating. I've seen a lot of people did a live stream, comments, all that stuff, right? Of like, LeBron's going to want out. You're going to have to trade LeBron. Why would LeBron stay? This, that, and the other. Again, his family wants to be here in LA. Unless his wife and kids give him the green light. And also, his son's got to go wherever. So a team's got to trade for his son too, right? Like, which the Warriors have said that they would. All right, so the only way I see it working is if, one, his wife gives him the green light, and 2, it's the Warriors, right? If the Warriors still want LeBron, which they would, right? Then I could see maybe a deal getting done. But is that what LeBron wants too, right? Even if his wife says, like, hey, whatever you want to do, I got your back. Whatever you want to do, I'll support you. He has to still want to do it. LeBron has never requested a trade in the history of his career. Now, obviously, things change. He's not 27 anymore, right? Like, he's 40. So, he could feel some type of way. He might feel, he gets the business. And look, he's traded people too that never thought, like, he's as much of a culprit as any front office is, right? So, there's a lot of factors in here in play. Lakers have between now and Thursday, right? So you have time. Like, LeBron is not a guy that usually reacts on haste decisions. He's not usually a guy that's going to just, jump at the first kind of, okay, that's it, I want out, frustration or whatever. He's a guy that is going to kind of sit back and evaluate. I'm sure he's going to go talk to the front office. I'm sure he's going to have conversations with Rob Pelinka and be like, okay, what's your plan here? Right? What's your move? Right? Well, tell me your play here. Because, I want to know if are you rebuilding? Did you get Luka to completely rebuild, or did you get Luka to try to win now, and you're going to go do whatever you have to and get whatever pieces you have to get and whatnot, and me and Luka are going to try to figure it out and see if we can win a championship together? What is the path, right? I'm sure that conversation's probably happening tomorrow, right? Lakers flying back, if they're going to be back in town, I imagine that they're going to have that conversation immediately. And I'm sure that that's going to be something that they're going to have to work through and figure out. My hope is that Rob Pelinka already has a plan in place and knows what he wants. Supposedly, this was already in the works the last few days. So this wasn't something that like snuck up behind Rob and was like, oh, surprise, right? So like, I imagine he's known, okay, I'm trading AD. We already needed a center even with AD. So you probably need 2 centers now, right? Like, so, like the Lakers, I'm sure, or Rob Pelinka, I'm sure, has at least gone through the motions and process and has a plan in place, or at least I hope, right? If this was something that just like came, like earlier today, it was like, hey, we want to trade Luka for Anthony Davis, then I could see maybe Rob Pelinka now having to scramble and try to figure stuff out. But apparently, based on reports, this has been kind of developing the last few days. That it was like 2 or 3 days ago that the Dallas Mavericks approached the Lakers with this potential offer, right? So at the end of the day, I think it comes down to LeBron James, right? More moves are coming either way. They have to come, right? There's no way the Lakers stand pat the rest of the way. So more moves are coming. It's just, are those moves going to be to try to build a contender and win with LeBron and Luka as your two guys? Or is it you're trading LeBron and building around Luka, and this is the new wave and we just entered a new era, right? Either way, I'm on board. Either way, it is what it is. The reality, whether you love the Luka trade, hate the Luka trade, this is the world we're in. This is the reality we're in. So, again, we gotta see how this plays out. But Rob, either way, has to make decisions. They have to pick a lane. And not only do they have to pick a lane, they have 4 days to do that, right? And that's going to creep up on you very quickly. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, and I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel with your thoughts? Do you think the Lakers should trade LeBron James? Do you think, no, you got to keep LeBron James, LeBron and Luka, championship, let's get it. Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, either way, I would love to hear it, so let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. It's me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.